Hey guys, it's Servando.
And AJ.
And today we're talking about what? Because I forgot. What we're talking about.
A commonly asked question by clients, and that is, should I eat after 6 or should I eat after whatever time? People seem to have this belief nowadays that after a certain hour you can no longer eat, or you should stop eating.
Or they think that that's why they're fat.
Yeah.
They say, I'm fat because I eat after 6.
Right. Or they just think that if they eat after that time, that's going to make them fat.
Right, because people have told them that. People do say that.
Yeah, and I don't understand where all this is coming from.
Some trainers say that. It's like, oh no, if you go to sleep with food in your stomach, it's going to turn into fat.
Yeah.
Which is completely stupid, as AJ would say, and he likes to say.
Well, it's not smart. No, so really, it doesn't matter what time you're eating at night, as long as it's not right before bed. But if you go to bed at 2, if you go to bed at 12, most people don't go to bed at 7 or 8.
But tell them why not right before bed. Like, why is it bad for them to go to sleep before?
Well, let's stick to the topic as to why it doesn't matter. Well, the reason why it doesn't matter what time you eat at night is because it all relates to when you go to bed. If you're working out late at night, you still need to have a meal right after your workout, because that's what's going to fuel your body and help you recover faster. But if you're going to bed, like let's say at 10 o'clock, then yeah, you shouldn't be eating your last meal at 9:30. Because when you go to bed, your body slows down, your metabolism slows down, which means that you're not going to be able to actively digest the food that's in your body.
Exactly.
And it's just going to sit there.
That's exactly why you guys shouldn't eat right before you go to bed.
But there's no set time as to when you should stop. It all depends on the person. No two people are alike. No two people go to bed exactly at the same time. Everybody is not the same.
Right.
So all these generalizations for fitness as to, oh, you shouldn't do this after this time, or you should only do this after doing this. It doesn't matter. That's all false, because no two people are the same. Everybody is different. Everybody eats at different times. Everybody works out at different times. Everybody goes to bed at different times.
Right, and I want to clarify what he's saying as far as not eating close to bed. He's saying is your food is not going to be digested. Doesn't mean that food is going to be turned to fat. What he's saying is that it's going to sit in your intestines and it's not going to be absorbed. So it's going to slow down the process when you wake up. But people have this idea that if you eat late, whatever you eat is going to be turned into fat by law. It doesn't work like that. We hold food for up to a day. So it doesn't really matter what time we hold it, we eat, it's still in your intestines throughout the whole time, up to a day.
You just want to make sure that when you're eating at night, you're eating, like, things to better prepare you for, like, the next day, or what. If you're working out late at night, you want to eat more carbohydrates because you just ate. Like, you want to eat, but you want to have certain types of carbs rather than others. You want things that are more easily digestible. Like vegetation, like you want more veggies late at night rather than grains.
You don't want to have a steak, at 10 p.m. and go to sleep at 10:30.
I do that all the time. It's delicious. I love steak.
Yeah, but come on. I know we all have gone through it where you eat too much.
Right, but that's another thing that people talk about.
And you try to go to bed, you can't fall asleep because you ate too much. Come on.
Right, but no, but the steak is different too. So
the
steak is another generalization. Like, you don't have steak at night. No, I disagree, because I do have steak all the time. I think steak, red meat in general, some people digest it better than others. There are other people that can't eat red meat because it upsets their stomach, or they know when they just can't digest it. But me personally, I can have steak and I digest it fine. Digest it fine. It never upsets my stomach. It never affects me.
It is true that red meat, it is one of the slowest digestive foods that you will eat. So.
Right, but it doesn't mean that everybody should be excluded from that group, and that not everybody should stop eating it. Like, some people can have it late at night and be fine.
Well, one exception obviously is if you're working out and you need the muscle and you need the protein to be released into your bloodstream
and
when you go to sleep. Right, exactly. So then, yeah, obviously that makes sense. Why you need a high protein, maybe last meal, that will slow down throughout the night. Maybe eggs is a good option. Maybe some people milk, even though I don't really like milk for people to drink at all.
No, so no. So, but the point is that eating past a certain time really doesn't matter. It all depends on what you've been doing up to that point. Just figure it out. If you're going to bed at 7, then yeah, you probably shouldn't be eating, I guess, 6:30 or 6. But if you're going to bed at 12 or 11, have that meal at 6, have a meal at 7, have a meal at 8. Doesn't matter. Just try not to have it right before you go to bed. And make sure that meal is cleaner. You want a lean protein source, and you want some veggies. You don't want to eat something that's real heavy or hard for your body to digest.
Yeah, and I mean, and this topic can be expanded so widely, because a lot of people will say, okay, well, if I eat after 7, I'm going to gain weight. It's because they eat too much, and they stay awake too long, so they keep eating because they're at home, because they feel comfort. They have all the snacks that they could want at home, so it's easy for them to keep eating. But that's a topic that we'll touch in a different time. But as of the fact of eating after a certain time will make you fat is not true.
Right.
That's
so
it.
Eat.
Yeah,
be happy. Eat. And stop being lazy.
Batman!